Hello everybody and welcome back to One Nerd to Rule Them All. And in today's video, we are going to be looking into the love letter that Tolkien wrote when he describes the Shire of his love for rural England. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Imagine waking up to birdsong, stepping outside your round, ivory-covered door, and smelling fresh bread from the kitchen. Your biggest worry? Remembering to pack enough seed cakes for lunch. Welcome to the Shire, the land of the hobbits, a place that feels so real, so familiar, yet exists only in the pages of Tolkien's books. But why does the Shire feel so authentic? Why does it resonate so deeply, even today? The answer lies in Tolkien's own past, his childhood, his love of the English countryside, and a longing for a world that even in his lifetime was already fading away. This isn't just a fantasy world. The Shire is Tolkien's ideal vision of rural England, a love letter, a lament, and a warning all at once. To understand the Shire, we have to understand the child who imagined it. John Ronald Reuel Tolkien was born in 1892 in South Africa, but at age 3, his mother brought him and his brother back to England. They settled in a small village called Shire on the edge of Birmingham. Back then, Shire wasn't swallowed by the city. It was a rural place of mill ponds, lanes, shaded by ancient trees, and fields that rolled into the distance. Tolkien would later write about those days as the happiest of his life. He and his brother played around Shire Mill, exploring the coal valley, and walked under the leafy screens of Warwickshire. Decades later, Tolkien admitted, "I took the idea of the hobbits from the villagers, especially the villagers of Warwickshire, whom I knew in my childhood. The hobbits were just rustic English people." The Shire's thatched inns, gardens bursting with flowers, and close-knit communities are all rooted in this real, living memory of Edwardian rural England. But Tolkien's childhood wasn't just idyllic, it was also overshadowed by loss and change. His mother died when he was 12, and the countryside he loved? It was changing fast. The late 19th and early 20th century saw the Industrial Revolution transform England. Factories spread like fungus, railways crisscrossed fields, and smoke darkened once blue skies. Shire itself changed. The mill where Tolkien played became derelict. The quiet lanes were swallowed by Birmingham's growing suburbs. Tolkien saw this as more than progress. It was destruction. This fear surfaced in his book. In The Lord of the Rings, when the hobbits return after defeating Sauron, they find the Shire ravaged by the Scouring, trees cut down, mills belching black smoke, and familiar places ruined. The old mill was gone, replaced by a great red brick building straddling the stream. For Tolkien, it wasn't just fiction. It was an echo of what he'd seen happen in his own beloved Warwickshire. But the Shire isn't just about landscape. It's about a way of life that Tolkien admired and feared the world was losing. Think about what hobbits love. Meals shared with friends, birthdays celebrated with gifts for everyone else, gardens lovingly tended, season after season, a respect for family history, tradition, and good stories by the fire. Tolkien wrote, "I'm in fact a hobbit in all but size." He loved simple food, the smell of tobacco, and quiet countryside walks. The Shire reflects values of contentment over ambition, community over conquest, and local knowledge over abstract power. It stands in contrast to the relentless desire for domination that we see in Sauron, Saruman, and even the once gentle Shire hobbits who joined Sharkey in the Scouring. The message? When you lose touch with the land and each other, corruption creeps in. Tolkien's Shire is also deeply, unmistakably English, and specifically West Midlands England. Look at the place names: Hobbiton, Mickle Devling, and Bywater. These mirror real English villages: Moreton in Marsh, Upper Slaughter, Broadway. The Hobbit's speech, customs, even the ale-drinking culture, all reflect on England before motor cars, before concrete, and before world wars. But Tolkien's nostalgia isn't blind. He knew that the old England had flaws: insularity, suspicion of outsiders, stubbornness. Still, he cherished the idea of a world where people knew the land under their feet, cared for gardens they might never live to see mature, and believed their home matters more than empire. In a century that saw 2 devastating world wars, that message struck a chord, and still does. Today, millions dream of visiting the Shire, not because it's magical, but because it feels real. A place of warmth, roots, and belonging. The Shire shows us what Tolkien valued most. Not grand heroism, but small acts of courage. Not power, but care for home. And not conquest, but cultivation. And maybe that's why, in our fast-paced, hyper-connected age, the Shire still feels like a refuge. A reminder of what makes life truly rich. Tolkien didn't just invent a fantasy world. He captured the memory of a real world, held it up like a lantern, and said, "This is good. Remember it. Protect it." What about you? Could you live like a hobbit? Simple, rooted, and content? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this journey through Tolkien's England, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos like this. In the description you will find a link to my other channel called Nerdy Miniatures, where I do things Warhammer related. So at the moment we are currently building, painting, and will soon be battling our Warhammer armies against each other. So if that sounds something you'll be interested in, then please have a look at that also. Anyway, that'll be it from me today. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are in the world. And as always, bye for now, guys.